Oh my gosh.
We are back. It's our final segment this morning. Connie Sue Davenport with us. We're up against it till 9 o'clock, taking your calls. See, Ask the Antique Expert. If you have questions, comments for her about something you want to ask her, we got calls waiting through the break, and we'll go next to George. George, good morning. Hi, George. Are you there, George? Sometimes we come back from the break and we catch him by surprise. I know. I'm going to put him on hold, and we'll come back to him. I don't want to lose him since he waited, so hang tight, George. Let's go to Linda. Linda, good morning.
Good morning. You may have answered my question with the strings and all on that guitar, but I have a friend that has an old piano, an old player piano, and she has at least 100 rolls, maybe even more than that. Is there a place that my friend can check on what it's worth or what the value is, and if there's really a market for that? I don't know if she really truly wants to get rid of it because it was her mother's. So,
finding out value doesn't mean you're getting rid of something. It just means you're finding out value.
Right. Keep that in mind.
So, you can look that up. It's not as tricky with pianos as it is with guitars. So, if you've got the maker of the piano and then the number on it's the motherboard of the piano. You have to look inside, and on the cast iron piece, there'll be numbers. And if you can't find the maker on the outside, as you lift up that area where the keys are, then it will be on the inside. So you just have to look in there. Need a flashlight. Sometimes you have to contort a bit or send in the young guy. But anyway, the information that you need is inside the piano, and you can get value. And you can also look up the rolls individually to see what they might bring. And that you can look at on eBay. Easy to do there.
What are the rolls again?
The rolls that make the player piano play the song.
So, are those interchangeable? You can put different ones in? I guess that makes sense. So you can have it play different items. That's really neat. And yes, you know what? She makes it. Are you thinking you guys won't want to sell this, but you just want to know what it's worth? Is that it?
She has a friend with this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun to find out, and then you find out history, and then you find out what was happening around the time that they were playing this piano. Yeah. Originally. Fun stuff.
It's fun because you wonder, sometimes you want to find out the value, like you said, which I agree with you, of course, but then you find out it's worth more than you expected, and you're thinking, gosh, I didn't want to, but maybe I can't say no to that if you can get enough money for it.
Well, bottom line, it's just stuff.
It's so funny, but in the business you're in, and you have such a healthy attitude about it, it's just stuff.
It's just stuff.
It's just stuff. But a lot of this stuff means a lot to people, and you put more value on the sentiment than you do the cash, don't you?
Well, in what I own, but not certainly how I appraise.
Oh no, but I mean personally. When you're personal, you can't put a price on something that is. Yes.
Like I needed that.
Yeah, but it reminded you of your dad. So
makes me smile.
Can you put a price on that? Yeah. Let's go to Ann. Ann, good morning. Hi, Ann.
Yes, good morning.
Hey there.
Good morning.
Are you fixed?
I have a stone gallon jug.
All right, Ann, you're going to have to hold the phone carefully here and speak clearly to us. We couldn't hear you. One more time.
Yes, I have a stone jug. If that stone well wrote on it, and I wonder if there's any value to it.
I'm still not getting it.
It's a stone. What is it? A stone what?
Jug.
A stone jug. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, a jug.
The little brown jug you have. There's no marks on it at all?
Any markings on it at all, Ann?
A stone gallon jug.
Okay.
A stone gallon jug. And is there any label on it, or any name, or any date, or anything? Nope, we just lost her. I think she was having trouble holding the phone. Okay, jugs. Now you see these
it's
everywhere.
Crock, I think, that she was asking about.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
maybe
sure.
it's crock. Things like that, again, you see them all the time at flea markets and places like that.
You do.
Is there anything that would set it aside?
Yeah. I just saw one recently, and the blue marking on gray crock jugs and such is what you look for. And so here I am recording the information on this jug, and it's somewhere Kentucky, KY.
Okay.
And then the other one she had had the name of a town and then comma PA. And I knew that they were reproductions because we didn't use those abbreviations until pretty recently.
Until recently. So what, the old jugs are going back to what?
Early 1800s.
Early 1800s. So that was your clue. As soon as you saw that, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with them. It just means they are not a very, very old variety. And there's
nice reproductions.
How big a difference in value between one from the 1800s?
Zeros.
Zeros.
Yes.
And these are these jugs that they're open at the top, and maybe in the old days you could
a lot of
put,
them are, this tall or so, and have a little fitted lid at the top.
What would they put in them?
Pickles, they pickle things in it.
Oh, okay. And what about the smaller jugs that you'd put moonshine in?
Well, you just drink out of those.
Okay.
Unless you're a lady, and then you use a glass.
I like those. Okay, again, the zeros. I'm trying to think of some of the other items that people collect that maybe think someday will be worth anything. I just want to throw these out because I have friends who still have crawl spaces full of Beanie Babies.
That party is over.
That party is over. Yes. I was just going to say, and whoever manufactured Beanie Babies made a fortune with people buying them up thinking they were going to have collectibles. And the moment the word gets out and everyone starts doing it, guess what? The value of what you're buying is going way down because everyone's got it, right?
Yeah, but there's some, late bloomers that get in on it and pay way too high.
Way too high.
Don't get out as quickly as they could.
All right, so Beanie Babies, that suck. What about other dolls, if you will? I do know people that have very, very large collections of pristine Barbies still in the box.
If you've got the original first Barbie, perfect in the box, never been played with, you've got some money. $7,000 to $10,000.
Okay, but that's very rare.
But I find that with Barbies that I played with, and this was in the 60s, early 60s. Those Barbies' clothes are worth more than the Barbies because we played with our Barbies. So if you have the complete outfit with the little brush and both shoes and all the little doodads that went with it, then that's a couple to $300.
Would that be the same for? Is it Barbie's the name that come to mind when you think dolls? What about G.I. Joes?
Well, those sell well too. The accessories sell better than the dolls because y'all stepped on and crunched and crashed your G.I. Joe. But you did not fix his hair.
You did not. Yeah, the lifelike hair. And remember, they came with Kung Fu grip.
I don't remember that, but I realized that.
Okay, I had one with Kung Fu grip and lifelike hair.
And they're very collectible. But again, it's the rarity that brings the big bucks. And when I'm looking for something like that, I go to eBay and ask them to list it highest first. Sold items. That pulls the cream up. What's the one everybody will pay me big bucks for? I got that one.
If you got that one.
Yeah.
Is there anything right now, as we're getting up against the end here, that you can share with me in your mind, if you are willing to share with us on this? There was the Beanie Baby at the time. And maybe if you got on the ground floor, you did okay. And some of these, what right now would be worth my son, who's 15, buying and just putting away and forgetting about and maybe reopening it 30 years from now?
You're asking me to be a soothsayer.
I know, but based on looking at the past and thinking what kind of things, is there anything that...
It should be something he likes to play with. We all still play with things. So what he might enjoy playing with even after he gets married or has a child and wants to hang on to for a while. And buy the best you can buy. The advisors have always said, just buy the best you can buy. Don't buy the sludge.
Yeah, but I think back for myself.
More is not always better.
Did I know this? Why didn't I back then, not that I could have afforded it, buy 100 boxes of the original Air Jordans? Gym shoes. The original ones. You can't find them. They're worth a fortune now. Of course, you didn't know that.
Right.
It's just like anything, knowing to invest or put away. But what you're saying is it's a very iffy proposition to think now, unless you're investing in high-quality wine, to buy something and stash it away and expect 30 years from now anyone's going to be interested in buying something that old.
That's true, and you can't even predict our taste in art.
No, you can't.
You just can't.
You can't.
And we don't know things that are going to happen. We didn't know that 9/11 would come and change the outlook or the thought process of millennials.
Yeah.
We just didn't see these things coming.
I think it's just something that comes... You do it, like you said, if it's something you like and you hang on to it, and who knows, if happenstance plays your way, maybe it'll be worth something someday, and maybe you won't want to sell it anyway because you like it so much.
And it's to make you smile.
Yeah,
things are there to make you smile.
That's the key. It's
They're
not
about there to make you rich.
Make you money. I agree. If it makes you smile, that's payment unto itself. But as we wrap things up, let folks know how they can reach you if they want to.
My website. You can contact me. The email's plastered all over that website, so you can get me there.
Okay.
And give me a call.
What is the website? It's
ConnieSue.com.
Okay. All right.
And email me, ConnieSue@ConnieSue.com.
All right.
And we'll talk a little bit about this and that if you need some help. A lot of times I can help people by giving them the 3 words they need to look. for something on the internet.
Just the main search words, like you said for that one woman with the Disney puzzle.
These are the 3 words you should use.
Disney German puzzle. And then that maybe will pull it up. And with Google, it's just such an incredible resource. Take advantage of that.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, there was a period of time, the antiquing trend, it swings up and down. Right now, you were saying at one point, just as we went to a break, it is a buyer or seller's market right now?
It's a buyer's market.
It's a buyer's market right now.
If there's anything you dreamed of owning, fine crystal linens, porcelain.
You can get it for a better price now than ever in the past.
Ever.
And why is that? Is it the economy? People are liquidating. They want cash. It's not that we're necessarily in dire economic times. We were back a few years back.
We were. It wouldn't move at any price, but now it's moving at lower prices. But it's
and we have more money to spend too.
The estates that are liquidating now had so many beautiful things. And, you know, multiple sets of everything. So I'll go into a house and there'll be 100 pieces of stemware. You know, they've inherited a few, they've bought some, they've been gifted some. Or there'll be 8 sets is about average for sets of dishes in estates right now. And they've got to go, you know, in 2 days.
And so, find out about, how do you find out about estate sales? Basically online?
Estatesales.net, I think, is the best place to go.
And they punch them up and you find out what's nearby. And Connie, it's fascinating. Every time you come on, I learn stuff. It's so nice to see you, ma'am. You take care and best of luck with everything. You keep up a great job and helping folks figure out what they have, whether it's worth something. And you know what? If it's something that makes you smile, it's worth something. All right?
Make you smile.
Take a break. Be back with a programming note about tomorrow right after this. Stay with us. Thank you.